Hey everyone, this is June the Professional Bum, and on Facebook it's facebook.com/theprofessionalbum. In this video, I want to basically welcome you to my email list if you're new to my binary list. And I want to share in this video with you how I came to be involved in binary options trading, and as well as some of the experiences that I have, and why I find that binary options trading is possibly one of the very good ways that a lot of people out there on the internet looking for opportunities can actually use this to so-called get a ticket to financial freedom. All right, so a little bit about how I started out. Back in 2009, okay, from the years of 2007 to 2013, I was trading forex. So I was trading forex a lot of time, and between the times of 2010 to 2011, I was like a full-time forex trader. I actually made a lot of money, but eventually lost a lot of money. That's why I stopped. Okay. And from then on, I actually turned into internet marketing. I became like a full-time internet marketer since last January. So there was a break of time in between 2009 to 11, so 10 to 12, it's like full-time. What I say is there was a period of time I was full-time. I was full-time for about like 2 years, and then I went to do my traditional offline business, was like a tennis academy for like a year or two, and basically that made quite good money, and that's why I kind of like paid less attention to the trading bit. But throughout, I've still been trading in forex, and eventually, what happened was that like there was a fateful day, like people say. It was like 2012 in October. I think it was the Japanese prime minister elections, and due to that one incident, within 30 seconds, within 30 seconds, my account got wiped out from like 83,000 down to 5,000. So it's like a 78,000 loss in 30 seconds. Okay, so that was a huge shocker for me, and it was not just a shocker, but actually basically made me go cold turkey on trading until today. Okay, so I haven't been trading for that long. As in between then and now, I stopped, totally stopped, traumatized, disillusioned, and everything, and that was a turning point where I actually went into internet marketing because I thought, like, oh, screw this shit, I'm not going to do this anymore. But when I came back into binary options trading, I mean, like, one of those things is that once a trader, you're always a trader. Back in the forex days, I wasn't the kind of guy who used to analyze like the way things are traded, and I used to even like make some programs that auto trade stuff. And the reason why I lost big time as well was because I found out that, well, I wasn't good at trading manually, but I could program good systems to trade. But the problem with these systems was that these systems don't respond well to special events, and sometimes there are special events that happen in the market, news events, elections, debt crisis, companies, countries going bust, so on and so forth, and these things move the markets. And when I got back into binary trading, what happened was that I saw this stuff on Facebook. A friend of mine was like looking at these posts. He was posting screenshots and screenshots of how much money he was making in binary and how much money he was taking out. And I looked at it and I was like, hey, you haven't been doing that for that long, and I know that you've been like internet marketer just like me, and the internet marketing you weren't doing well at all. I was getting great results, but he wasn't. And all of a sudden he's like making 2,000 a week on binary trading. I was like, okay, that's what is this? So he sent me a link, and this link was like a free, a 1-day free trial to the binary trading room. So in this binary trading room, they actually like call signals. Okay, they call signals to trade. So I thought, I could do that because on my own, I felt that I'm in no position to make more trades. I still know how to I still do technical analysis. And in fact, if you go into a trading room, if you see people commenting on like some market stuff, it's usually me. It's usually me because like I said, once a trader, you're always a trader. I know how to analyze stuff, but I just lost that guts to take the trades, right? So when you told me that this is a signal service, I thought, man, this is like perfect. I could use the signals and straight away plug it into the broker platform. But then again, when it came to broker platform, I was wondering, so I asked him, uh, what what do I do? You know, can I lose all my money? And then I found out a couple of things. So he sent me some articles to read, and I've actually got some links in this video down here as well. I mean, some wiki links you can read about binary trading. But in a nutshell, I mean, if you watch this video, you probably don't have to read it so much because I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, so what I found out is that in binary trading, it's actually like sports betting. You know, like when you bet like okay Manchester versus Liverpool, or let's say, like you, what's the name of a soccer team? Like, I don't know. Like I don't watch. I'm not much of a soccer fan, but okay, let's say tennis. Okay, tennis. Roger Federer versus some no-name guy. Okay, so the odds of Roger Federer winning are like very high. So the reward for that is going to be very low. So let's say 1.3. You guys know like the betting sites like Betfan or Bet365 and stuff. And so if you place bets before, binary options is just the same thing. You're just betting whether the currency is going to go up or go down. And in this trading room, we generally use like one minute strategies, all right, 60 seconds. So within 60 seconds, you know if you make the right call or the wrong call. But the thing is that the trading room actually gives you, you know, accurate signals. But okay, once again, I was thinking, you know, I found that in binary also, I cannot lose all my money. Okay, why is that so? Because like I said, if it's up and you go in that direction, you know, then you get the reward based on that, which is usually like 70%. So let's say if you place like $50 on up, right, and then within the next 1 minute it goes up even just by a little bit, okay, what happens? 70% reward for that $50, you get 35. Cool, right? And what if you're wrong? If you're wrong in that 1 minute, the price goes down instead of up, what happens is that you lose that $50. But okay, what's cool about that? Okay, you must be thinking that, you know, losing money isn't that a bad thing? But let me tell you about the experience of back in Forex, when I traded Forex, and I lost a lot of money in a very short period of time. I mentioned earlier in this video how I lost like 78,000 in 30 seconds. There's a huge price spike in the USD JPY and the Euro JPY. 30 seconds, boom, all the way down. It's like 10 cents down, and then it came back within the next 5 minutes. But in that 30 seconds, it was down. You know, I lost like you know, more than 90% of my account. It's not funny. But that will not happen in binary trading. Why? Because binary trading, like I said, it's just up or down. In Forex, you know, they like to have people think that there's such a thing like oh, stop loss, or I've got a stop loss, so I'm safe. It's bullshit. I paid 78,000 to find out that stop loss is not going to save your account, because when the next available price is way below your stop loss, guess what's going to happen? You know, it's going to close on the next available price. So it's possible totally for the market to bypass your stop loss and totally cut you out. Okay, I mean, like if anyone watching this video is totally new to trading, you know, you may not understand what's going on. So don't worry, I've got many other videos in this series. But if you've been trading for some time, I think you can understand. All right, so some of you watching this video may have done well in Forex trading. Maybe you haven't. Okay, maybe you've tried binary trading. You know, maybe it didn't work out, or maybe some of you worked out and you're just looking to get better ideas. But I mean, this is basically my tale, okay, of how I got into trading, and ever since I've been inside this trading room using the same thing that can get you a free one-day trial of the trading room for, I've actually been getting between 5 to 20% profits per day. I must warn you though that inside the trading room there are two kinds of signals. Okay, so if you wish to get these signals, I highly recommend that you contact me on Facebook. Okay, and once you contact me on Facebook, I'm going to add you to a certain Facebook group. It's a special Facebook group that I've set up that actually has I've written a lot of information, put a lot of videos to kind of like give you information on how this trading room works and what kind of trading signals there are and what to take, what not to take. Okay, so that's going to help you out in your trading. For example, there are things called the pro trades or the bubblegum trades, as well as the live trades. So I'm going to teach you what to do, what not to do inside of those, and basically just help you get better results. Okay. And finally, like I said, I want to share with you why I think that binary trading is a great way for people to. It's possibly a way that anyone can so-called change your financial future. Because binary trading doesn't cost a lot of money to get started. Binary trading only costs in many cases as little as $200. You can actually start a binary trading account. Okay, that's about the same as a forex account, right? Sometimes, I mean, a lot of forex brokers, you can open an account for $250. But in binary, what's cool is this? Okay, because every time, okay, let's say in forex, if the price moves by just like a fifth decimal place, if the price moves like a fourth decimal place, a fifth decimal place, you're probably only gonna get like 30 cents if you're trading a really small account. 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, $1 maximum. Okay, but in binary, the cool thing is this. The cool thing is that you can actually get a full, 70%, even as high as 85% return on whatever you're risking out there. So if you're risking $5, okay, if you're risking $5 in a trade, you can actually get $3.50. 5. Let's see, 5 divided by 350. You can get 350 back. You get 350 back per trade, even if it just moves by a fifth decimal place. That's why it's much quicker. And let's say, what does it take to make $80 a day? A friend of mine was asking me, what does it take to make $80 a day? I said, if you want to make $80 a day, then you got to open an account with like $600. Why? Because on the average day of the green room trading signals, which is what we use with the green room trading signals, they make about 6 wins and 1 loss, or 5 wins and 1 loss, thereabouts. Okay. Now let's do a little bit of math. Okay, $600, and we had like, should I draw this out? No, I'm just gonna talk about it. Like, if anyone's not clear, write me a comment or something like that so I can share with you. But otherwise, just listen to this. Okay, $600. We risk 5% per trade, so that's $30 per trade. $30 per trade. When you make it a profitable trade, you get $21 for every profitable trade, 70%, right? And then if you lose the trade, you lose the entire $30. Yes, when you win a trade, you get less. When you lose the whole thing. So technically, you need to have more wins than losses. But like I said, on any given day, the typical result so far since the beginning of the green room forex trading signals has been, 5-1-6-1 in a day. Okay, so if we take 5-1, the more conservative one, 5 times 21, that's 105, minus 30, 75. So let's say if you set out to make $80 a day, there you have it. Your $75 right there. But what if it was 6-1? You get 6 times 21. 6 times 21 is what? 126. 126 minus 30. So 80, 96. 96. So you get $96. All right. Did that like 5 days a week. How much you get? You get just under $500. And what was your investment? $600. Of course, time. You invested time as well. But at the end of the month, okay, let's say if you're up to $600 in the first week, you have $1,100 for the second week. Let's round off to 1,000. Okay, let's round off just for calculation's sake. Or if you want to leave it, okay, let's say 1,000 for week 2. For week 2, what's going to happen is this: week 2, take 5% trades. Once again, round down to 1,000, 5% trades. 5% trades this time is $50. Okay, $50 is going to get you a return of, let's say, $35 every trade. So we take the same thing now. Okay, what is your daily earning? Let's say we get 5-1, 5 wins, 1 loss. 5 times 35. 5 times 35 is, what is 5 times 35? Oh man, why am I sounding so stupid? Okay, 5 times 30, that's 150. 5 times 5, 15, 165. 165 minus minus a $50 trade. So it's 115. So you get 115 a day in the second week, and then you do that for like 5 days. What is your account now? You get, like, by now, if you add in the first week, your account is now close to 1,600, 1,700. Okay, and then you do it for another week, and then you're compounding week by week, and by the end of the first month, you're around about 1,000. You started with like about $600. You're over 2,000 at the end of 1 month. And then by the end of 3 months, even though you started with $600, you're now doing like $300 or $400 days at the end of 3 months or more, compounded, right? So I mean that is the reason why I say that anyone can change your financial future with binary options trading. But let me tell you one thing first, okay? Before you guys go, oh, I'm going to do this, get me started. Okay, I have to warn you about one thing. A lot of people have this stupid idea that, let's say, just because they won like 5 times in a row, they're going to be like, oh, I'm king, I'm going to trade myself. And they go and like do all kinds of stupid stuff, and then they lose money, and yeah, whose fault is it? Was it the signal's fault? No, it's your fault because you took signals that were not recommended. So, moral of the story. Let me get you set up with the signal service. Get your trial, trade it, make money, upgrade, become like a monthly full member. Use the signals, okay? Stay away from the stupid trades. Stay away from the stuff that you think that, oh, because I'm bored, therefore I must trade. Focus only on the signals that's given to you. Practice good money management, and reinvest. Okay, withdraw some money every week and reinvest the rest. That's the plan, and with that, you will be able to go from, let's say, so if you started a $600 account this week, a month from now, do some brief calculations. Yeah, I should calculate this and put it on this. I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to give you a simulation. Probably by the end of this video, I'm going to do a simulation. You guys will see a simulation, and that is if you're disciplined. So stay disciplined and make lots of money. All right. So with that, I'll see this video. I hope to hear your questions and questions and feedback. Do go ahead and write back to me. Bye for now.
$10K every day? 10K every day? 10K every day?
What?
10K every day. Excuse me, sir. 10K every day.
I'm sorry? What? What do you mean 10K every day? Like cash or what?
That's exactly what I mean. $10,000 every day starting today. That's what I'm offering here. You interested?
Yeah, of course, but how am I going to achieve that?
This might sound a bit crazy, but well, if you come with me for a coffee, I'm going to set you up with my 10K Everyday app, which is going to actually do everything for you. And in just 24 hours time, you're going to have $10,000 more sitting in your bank account. All I'm going to ask of you is that you allow us to keep filming, and that tomorrow morning you come back and show us what you made in your first day. What do you think?
And you're saying I actually don't have to do anything, that this thing is going to make money for me without me lifting a finger?
Crazy as it sounds, that's exactly what I'm saying. Are you in?
Well, I know tomorrow I'll wonder what if, so yeah, I'm in. Why not? I'll give it a shot.
Awesome. You will not regret this. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
James.
James, great to meet you. I'm Richard. Let's go.
Great.
Okay, so James, here we are. What I want to show you today is my 10K Everyday Trading app. Now, let me tell you, this app has amassed over $5 million for me in the last 2 years alone, and we're here to set up an account for you.
But let me tell you, you're doing this for free, right? I mean, you're not going to suddenly ask me for a load of cash that, to be frank with you, I I don't really have an awful lot.
No, absolutely not. In fact, there are only currently 28 people in the world that I've given access to this app, and not a single one of them has ever been charged a dime. I mean, this app has made me enough money over the last few years for me not to be needing to make money from other people. I'm here to help.
Okay, great. I believe you.
Okay, great. So, what I'm doing now is registering you as a new user of the 10K Everyday app. Here we are now in the members area. So basically all I need you to do is to go ahead and fill in the details and register for your free account.
Okay.
Right now, James is filling in a couple of personal details to set up his account. It's going to take him most probably less than a minute. And after he's done filling in his private details, his work is done.
Okay, that's done.
Excellent. So now the app is linking up your account with the software as well as linking you to one of my vetted brokers. Great. That's done. Now, in order to start trading, the app does require an initial investment of just $250. Now, because you've agreed to do this with me today, I've decided to cover this investment for you. And in fact, I've set up the app so I can switch across $250 from my 10K Everyday app account to yours. Okay, that's done.
Hey, well, that's very generous of you. Thank you.
Honestly, it's not a problem. I appreciate your time. Now, you're good to go. So please, go ahead and hit that activate button right here.
Okay.
You're all set, James. Now, are you ready to start earning 10K every day?
Hell yeah!
Okay, so you can see already that a couple of short trades have been opened. Let's just wait a minute or so to see what happens.
So wait, you're saying that this thing is going to make money for me right away?
Oh, absolutely. The app really doesn't mess about. It gets to work right away, and in 24 hours time, I guarantee that it'll have turned that $250 investment I made for you into a $10,000 pure profit.
Wow, that would be really something.
Yes, look at that. Your current balance is $375 on top of the $250 starting deposit. So $125 in profit in a little over a minute.
Wow, this is really working.
It sure is. What I say we do now is we'll finish our coffee and check back and say another 20 minutes to see what it's achieved.
Sounds good, man. Man, this is great.
Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes since James here started using the 10K Everyday app. Let's check in and see how much money the app has made James in those 20 minutes.
Okay. Wow! My balance is now $775. That's over $500 profit. Is this thing actually real?
It sure is real, and this is just the start.
I'm actually speechless. I don't know what to say, but thanks so much for this, man.
You are absolutely welcome. Now, about coming back tomorrow morning to see what the app makes for you. You still down for that?
Oh, for sure. You bet I am.
Fantastic. Meet you at my place tomorrow.
Great. Thanks.
So, that was yesterday. And I'm expecting James to come here shortly and show us the profits that he's made in the first 24 hours. But first, it's time I introduce myself. My name is Richard Banks, and I am the founder of the 10K Everyday app. Today, I'd like to give you the opportunity of your life by giving you free access to the very same app that has been making every single one of its users over $10,000 every single day. Can you imagine making as much as $10,000 today with just one click? Well, that's $10,000 today, $50,000 this week, $200,000 this month, and $2.5 million this year. If you act quickly and become one of just 20 people that are going to be given this opportunity today, then just a few clicks of the mouse is all that is standing between you and $10,000 every single day. And the best part is that this is not going to cost you a single penny, not even a dime, because today I'm going to give just 20 people my 10K Everyday app for free. No catch. I'm dead serious. 100% free. So please put your wallet away and listen up, because I'm about to explain to you exactly how you can get free access to a software that will put an extra $10,000 into your bank account every single day. Guaranteed. The new cars, the fancy holidays, the dream homes, the huge yachts all over the ocean, they can all be yours. And not only that, but suddenly all that time currently spent slaving away in your 9-to-5 job, that can all be spent on the beach with your friends and family. Make no mistake about it, this opportunity is absolutely life-changing. So, please pay close attention, because you are one of just a few people that will be given this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and only 20 people will be allowed through the door today. This is the second and final time that I have ever given just a few total strangers the opportunity to make over $10,000 with me every single day, and once the 20 places I am making available are gone, this website will be immediately closed and this opportunity will be gone forever. The first time I made 20 places available for this was last week, and you'll be hearing from a few of the guys that took up that opportunity in just a few minutes. And in case you were wondering, this has nothing to do with any of the traditional methods that you've heard about before. This is a closely guarded secret, a loophole that I stumbled across a little over 2 years ago that has been making me and a handful of family and friends that I also let in on this a hell of a lot of money. No previous knowledge or experience is required here. The app, as you have already seen, runs 100% on autopilot to make shocking sums of cash for each and every one of its users. But for now, let's talk about you. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing that you probably aren't doing that great financially. And trust me when I say, it's not your fault. Because the reality is that you have probably been scammed, lied to, and been misled more times than you care to admit. And all this has probably made you understandably skeptical and extremely reluctant to have the confidence to take action on a real life-changing opportunity when you see one. The bottom line is that you've been exploited. And it's the kind of exploitation that I've seen throughout all levels of the trading community, starting from the big banks and corporations and moving its way down to the online junk peddlers who are simply out there to rid you of your hard-earned cash. You see, I was once a trader at one of the big banks, working every hour God sent to make other people rich. I saw all the lies and scams going on at the very highest level of the trading mountain, and it made me sick. So as soon as binary options came along, I knew that this was my opportunity to get out and actually start making some real cash for myself. Because binary options, my friend, is where the real big cash is won and lost. I'm guessing that so far you may have lost cash on the binary options market. Many have. But today, well, now you have somebody who knows what they are doing on your side. Let's just say things are going to be somewhat different. Because today, right now, I'm here to give you the tool to a new life. The tool to riches and wealth and, well, most importantly, to freedom. Think about it for a second. How would your life be different if you had access to a piece of software designed by a trading expert to guarantee you $10,000 every single day? Imagine you being free to do whatever you want, to buy whatever you want. That, to me, is worth way more than any money any corrupt bank could ever give me in my previous job. I mean, take James, for example. The guy I met on the street just yesterday. I didn't show it to you on camera, but yesterday his bank balance was not pretty. I'm expecting him any minute to arrive here so that he can show you how his life has been transformed within just 24 hours by the 10K Everyday app. Oh, this is him right now. James, hey, come on in. Holidays. Yeah, come on in. Thanks.
Nice place you have here, man.
It's all right. Why don't you come on back to the office?
Okay.
James, come on in here. Why don't you go ahead and have a seat there in the captain's chair. I'll sit right here, and we'll see what's up.
Okay.
So how you been?
Oh man, not bad. Not bad at all. I haven't been able to sleep much. Like I've been checking the app like every hour, and I can't wait to show you how much money it's made me.
I'm excited too.
It's good to see you again, man.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. Let's go ahead and log in here and see exactly how much money the app has made you in your first 24 hours.
Great, man. Let's go.
Moment of truth.
Aha! There it is. $10,923.27. I mean, that's actually risen nearly $500 since I left the house over half an hour ago.
Pleased?
Of course I am. I'm ecstatic. I mean, is this thing going to make me profits every day like this?
You bet it will. The clue is in the name, my friend. 10K every day. Every day the markets are open, you're going to be making $10,000 cash. That cool?
It's insane. I mean, I can't thank you enough, buddy. I mean, it's just like, this is life-changing. It's a dream come true.
Don't mention it, James. You're a good guy. You deserve it. Now, do you fancy hanging around for just a couple more minutes? I actually gave 20 people access to the app just last week, and I'm going to give a couple of them a call via Skype now. You up for hanging around to speak to them?
Hell yeah, I am.
All right, why don't you get up there? I'll sit in the captain's seat now. We're going to give Helen a call first.
Great.
Okay.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Ellen. Good to hear from you. I'm actually here with James, another app user.
Hey, James.
Hey, Helen.
Now, Helen, tell us exactly how you've got on since you activated the 10K Everyday app this time last week.
Well, Richard, I've got to be honest with you. I was pretty skeptical at first, you know. I mean, I've tried a few of these things out before and lost all my money. But you sounded genuine, so I decided to take one last chance. And I'm so glad that I did. Because I'm reading my balance right now, and it's at $63,215.88, which is just over a week. It's actually mind-blowing.
That is superb. And the app has lived up to its name, right? I mean, it's been making you 10K every day.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you said, Saturday and Sunday it's been a rest because the markets are closed, but every single day since a week yesterday I've made at least $10,000 every day. It's like dreaming or something.
No, you're not dreaming, Helen. That money is for keeps, and it is going to keep growing and growing.
Richard, thank you again so much.
You're welcome, Helen. We're actually going to call another guy from last week's intake now. Is it okay if I give you a call later?
Oh yeah, of course. You gotta do what you gotta do. Speak in a bit.
Thanks, Helen. Speak soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so now we're going to call Ian, who also started with the app roughly 8 days ago. Ian.
Hello, Richard. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks, buddy. I am actually sitting here with James, who started with the 10K Everyday app yesterday.
Hey, Ian.
Oh, hi, James. I hope it's been doing as well for you as it has for me.
Oh, hey, well, I definitely can't complain.
So, Ian, just over a week on, how much money has the 10K Everyday app made for you?
Wait for it. $64,291.06. No joke.
Great.
Like, literally. All I've done for the last week is refresh my account to see how much money I'm making. It's so addictive. I mean, is this thing going to go on forever? Will it stop?
Well, I don't want to use the word forever, but I can't see why the app won't keep running and running for years to come.
Oh, that sounds good to me, Richard. Like, man, thank you. You know, you've really changed my life around.
Oh, all in a day's work, my friend.
Bye.
Now, my friend, it is your turn. It is your opportunity to make over $10,000 every single day. And honestly, this is most definitely the only time in your life such an opportunity will be open to you. These are the last 20 places that I'm ever going to make available. So it really is now or never. If you don't want in on this, then hey, that's your loss. There are hundreds of people watching this video right now who want nothing more than you to close this page. But if you are an action taker, if you are somebody who wants to seize the opportunity of the financial freedom which making $10,000 every single day gives you, well then you need to take action right now. And honestly, it could not be simpler. All you need to do is to fill in your name and email in the box below this video. Once you've done that, Click the Get Access Now button and you will be directed to the private members area where we will set up your account for you. We will then go ahead and set up the software to run on your account 100% on autopilot, running hands-free to make you a minimum of $10,000 every single day. It really is that simple. Now is your time to act, my friend. Fill in your email address and hit the Get Access Now button. This is a real and genuine opportunity to change your life. Do not delay on this. Fill in your details right now, and I'll see you in the members area.
We've all heard the same stories. My parents lost all their savings in the recession, or I had to sell my house for half of what I paid for it. These stories are heartbreaking and hurt millions of people's financial situations. Of course, I'm incredibly sympathetic, but I'm also incredibly lucky. My fortune wasn't hurt one bit in the recession. Hi, I'm Peter Millen, and I'm the founder and CEO of Nuvo Finance. Follow me up to our money-making headquarters where I'll introduce you to the most exciting and once-in-a-lifetime opportunity you have ever heard of. Follow me. Here we are.
Good morning, Mr. Millen.
Oh, good morning, Sarah. Have fun up at the lake this weekend?
I did. It was gorgeous. Oh, Austin says he wants to see you in his office when you get a chance.
Okay, we'll head over there right away. Glad you had a good trip.
Thanks, Mr. Millen.
Listen, I'm going to cut to the chase before we get any further. If you're watching this video right now, you are one of the only select few that are invited to test out this newest beta version of Nuvo Finance. This new software has been years in the making, and now we need to prove to our community and competitors just how amazing it is. Nuvo Finance has never lost a single trade during the worst years of the recession, and now we've harnessed that trading power into something even more bulletproof. That's where you come in. For the past 6 months, we've had a small group of 15 beta testers working on developing and using this newest software. In those 6 months, it has not lost a single trade. And it has made all 15 of those testers millionaires in just those 6 months. So now, we're ready to expand our beta testing team to another 60 people. You are one of those 60 people. This is the one and only time you will be able to get this offer. It will be months, if not years, before this is available to the public. And when it becomes available to the public, it will not be cheap. We're talking thousands of dollars just to get access to the software. However, as a beta tester, you will be given lifelong free access to the software as well as all new updates. This is truly the chance of a lifetime. I'm not asking for money or anything. I'm asking for your help. As you use the software, you'll help us fine-tune it to be the greatest trading software available. But at the same time, you will finally have the exclusive chance to become an actual millionaire and start living the life you've only ever dreamed of. This is Peter.
I thought I smelled you walking in this morning. Last night got a little crazy, huh?
You ass. I easily could have slept all day.
Well, have some coffee and perk up because we've got 2 of our original beta testers waiting to show you their test results from our final week of round 1 testing.
Okay, we'll meet you in the conference room right now. You guys are about to witness history. Our 2 highest performing beta testers are waiting to show me their results from the last week of round 1 testing. What they don't know is that we're going to give them the surprise of a lifetime. Let's go meet them. Ashley, Mark, hey everybody, great to see you both. Austin, always a pleasure.
Thought you might need this.
Your lifesaver? Thanks for coming in today, guys. I'm so excited to see how everything ended for you in the first round. Also, I'm introducing a new group of beta testers to our team, hence the cameras. So this will be the perfect place for them to see how incredible this software really is. Ashley, do you want to start? Share your results as well as any thoughts you may have for the newbies?
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to. But first, let me start by saying thank you. I mean, these past 6 months have been really hard for me to even comprehend. You know, my husband's still in shock that I've made over $1 million, right? I mean, when this testing round first started, you know, we had a hefty mortgage, we had 2 car loans and credit card debt. And now we have no mortgage, no debt whatsoever, and we're living more comfortably than I ever thought I would. So really, thank you so much.
That's fantastic to hear. You're more than welcome, and thank you for your incredible help on this project. We've come so far in testing our software developments with this small team, and it's exciting to know that we can continue sharing our success with your new team members.
Well, I'm so happy to be a part of this team. So, how about I show you guys how last week went? Yeah? Okay. So, at the start of this testing period last week, as you can see, I started with a balance of $56,788, yeah? Now, here it is today. Boom! $213,679. Right? And all of this was while it was set to auto trade. I didn't lift a finger to get these results.
Holy shit, Ashley. You blew it out of the park. This is what I'm talking about.
I know. Nuvo Finance is seriously the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, we're so happy to have you on our team and creating incredible success stories like these. Keep doing such amazing work.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Millen. You know, it's easy to do when it just works.
Well, Mark, how about you? Those are tough numbers to beat.
They are. And Ashley consistently has amazing numbers. But I think I beat her in the final week.
Really? Let's take a look.
Check it out. I started the week with an account balance of $37,630, but today it's at $209,428. I made $171,000. Wait a minute. $798 this week.
Okay.
In 1 week.
Mark, that is unbelievable. Congratulations. I can only imagine how excited you are.
It's true. My life has done a complete 180 in these past 6 months. I'm living the most incredible, happy life, and I barely even have to work. This software must be magic because it never fails. I feel like I'm constantly talking with my accountant because I need to find more investments and accounts to put my profits in. I honestly don't even know what to do with this money sometimes.
I know what you mean. It's a lot to manage, but it's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything. And thank you, Mr. Millen. I owe it all to you.
Well, you're very welcome. But I want you to remember, we're all responsible for our success here. Don't ever forget that. You guys helped make this all happen. Actually, Austin, I wanted you guys to come in today because we have a very special surprise for you.
Okay.
You two have turned in the most outstanding numbers during this round of beta testing and had the best attitudes around the office, and we thought that should be rewarded. So, we have gotten for you each a brand new Tesla.
No.
You want to go take a look? I hope you like black.
Are you serious? Oh.
I'll take it.
I'm happy to present you both with brand new cars. You deserve it. Congratulations. This is you. This is you. Take a look.
Can we drive them?
Of course, they're your cars. Take them for a test drive. Yeah, go get a drink or something.
Meet me at Stardust.
Okay.
Well, there were two very happy beta testers. I'm going to run back upstairs and grab Austin. We'll head to my house. I want him to share the details with you on how our software does its magic. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Well, that went well.
I think they like their presents.
Okay, Austin, now it's your turn. As lead programmer at Nuvo Finance, I'd like you to share some insight as to the magic of how this software works. Will's planning on meeting us at my house to talk about the software. You two guys can geek out with our newest beta testers and explain to them how and why the software really works. Should we head out?
Sounds good, let's do it.
All right. Love that sound. Have a seat. Can I get you something to drink?
I probably shouldn't, but I'll take a beer.
Come on in, Will.
Hey guys.
Hey.
All right. We're counting beers. How's it going?
Good. How you doing, man?
Good. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you, sir. Oh, these are our new beta testers?
They sure are.
Okay.
You and I are gonna get a chance to share a bit about ourselves and the genius of our software to the newest beta testers.
Great.
Well. Why don't you start us off? We can get the boring stuff out of the way.
Okay. Don't listen to him. He's just mad because I took all his money playing poker last night. Anyway, hi everybody. My name is Will Slate, and I'm the Chief Technical Officer at Nuvo Finance. Essentially, I created the software tech platform that this company runs off of. Peter is the genius behind understanding the market and trading techniques, but I'm the one that translates it into technical functionality, i.e. the software you're going to be using. What you need to understand is that our software is 100% patented and proprietary. No one else in the entire world can do what we do here as well as we do it. Peter and I met in our last year of college, and we've now helped over 200 people become millionaires with our expertise. Our next group of beta testers, yes, you, will also be members of that 2 Comma Club after using Nuvo Finance for only a few months.
It's true. I was one of the very first beta testers for Will software. After about a week of using the software, I started suggesting a few minor tweaks that could be made to Will. I wasn't winning 100% of my trades. Not only that, but the trades themselves weren't, in my opinion, the best ones to be focusing on. So Will and I sat down and made just a couple of adjustments to the algorithm, and overnight it went from an amazing platform to a turbocharged money-making monster of a platform. That's when Will and Pete hired me to be the lead programmer for Nuvo Finance. My job now is to take your beta logs and fine-tune the software to be completely bug-free and work 100% of the time.
Which it does now.
That's right. We did not lose one single trade over the last 6 months of beta testing with our 15-member crew. That's exactly why we feel like we're ready to bring on our next batch of testers. This is your chance to get in on trading software that is near perfect in every way. You saw Ashley and Mark's results. Those are real. You saw the cards they got as thank you. Those also were real. This is the real deal.
This is your one and only opportunity to get this software for free and keep all of the money for free. No fees, no upsells, just a lifetime copy of this groundbreaking software.
If you do happen to make it into this next round of beta testing, the only thing that we will ask of you is a monthly copy of your results and usage statements. This way, we can verify the legitimacy of Nuvo Finance's results when we do a worldwide rollout of the software. But that's all we need from you. Pretty easy if you ask me.
So here's the deal. If you're still watching this video, that means that there's still a space left for you to grab. But by the time this video has ended, your spot will be given up to the next person who finds this opportunity. If you want to confirm your spot on the beta testing team, all you have to do is submit your email address below. That's it. We will send you an email containing your software access link, and you will be sent to another page where I will personally walk you through the quick and easy steps to start trading. If you miss out on this one-time opportunity, you'll be missing out on tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. I know, hell, we all know why you're still watching this video. We know what it's like to want financial freedom. This is now your chance to actually have it. Nuvo Finance has changed so many lives, and it will change your life too. All you have to do is type in your email address below to make that change. Do not miss out on this insane offer and regret it for the rest of your life. The only other way you'll get to use this software is by paying thousands of dollars for your copy when it goes public, but we don't even know when that will be yet. You have absolutely nothing to lose by confirming your spot on our team. Submit your email below and start your new life today. Pay off your credit cards by the end of today by signing up now. It's free, it works, and you want it. I know you'll make the right decision, so I'll see you on the next page to get you started. Gentlemen?
All right. Cheers.
Hi and welcome back. Right, okay. In the last video I showed you that I made $6,500 over the period of 1 week. Today's the 17th of January 2012. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through the 5-step cycle that ensures 100% profit, okay, every 60 seconds. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to, step 1, check the binary options popularity, okay. Euro USD says it's going to go down, 53% say that. So I go back onto the 60-second tab, I select the Euro USD, and then I put on my first $5 trade, which is actually step 2. So you've got to remember, every time that you win a trade, you go back to step 1, which is hitting the binary options tab, and then making sure that the popularity is, well, you want to make sure which way the popularity is going, if it's going up or whether it's going down, and then you follow that. So let me just reposition the screen here, and before I start the trade. So $5 investment, I'm going to hit put, then I'm going to hit start, and then going to approve it by clicking OK. You don't have to approve it. It will automatically approve within 3 seconds. But if you're in the middle of a trade, it is best to approve it manually because you want to be very, very quick. When I say in the middle of a trade, I mean if you lost your $5 trade and you want to put your $10 trade, you want to strike as soon as possible because what you're doing is you're trying to catch the 0.5 decimal base fluctuation with 5 trades. That's how you get a 100% success rate with this system. Now, let me just take you through the colours. They're fairly straightforward. If it's red, you're going to lose. If it's grey, you get your money back. And if it's green, you're going to win. So, as you can see, it goes up and down, but very, very, very insignificant amounts. So, we're going to count down now to the last 15 seconds. It doesn't look like I'm going to win the trade. So, I'm actually going to get the $10 investment ready just to be on the safe side. Okay, so if I go here and I put down $10, I want to be ready to hit start. Okay, oh no, there we go, look, it's gone green. Looks like I'm actually going to win this trade. Okay, so that's step 2 complete. That means I won, so I do step 1 again, which is selecting the binary options tab, just seeing where the popularity is. Still says 53%, so it's going to go down. So I go back to a $5 trade, so step 2 again. So you repeat step 1 and then step 2. So I hit put, hit start, and then I approve. Now, another thing that I want to explain to you throughout this whole trading strategy is that speed is the key. Okay, when you are in a losing trade, you need to, I can't stress how important it is you need to put on another trade as soon as possible so that you do catch the fluctuation at the right point in order to profit. Now, some people say, hey, how can you say that it's a 100% success rate? Well, the reason that you can do that is that it's a very predictable currency. And unless there is a serious crash, okay, it's always going to be roughly 40-50 or 40-60 or kind of in that realm. But if there's going to be a crash, you'll see that the popularity will be saying 99% will be saying it's going to go down. because these are real traders, it's real trading stats that you're looking at. So you really can't lose. And in fact, in a crash, it's the best time to use a system like this because you'll win almost every trade. So as this expires, it looks like I'm going to win this one. Okay, I've won that one again. So what I'm going to do is I now have to repeat steps 1 and 2. So you go back to the binary options tab. Oh, let me just show you something quickly first, actually. If you want to check your last positions, if you get sidetracked at all, click in the top right-hand corner, open positions, and then you can see your last trades. So if you get sidetracked, you know, if your other half comes in, asks if you want a cup of tea or something like that, and you're in the zone, you've just completely forgotten, you can always check that. So I'm going to go back to the trading platform and select binary options. Remember, you want to look at Euro, USD. Don't let it confuse you like it has there. Look, your USD, Japanese yen. Where's it gone? I've lost it today. There we go. Right, it's just there at the top. So if I just click that, and as we can see, the Trader Insight is still saying 53% is going to go down. So we go back and repeat step 2. Now you might be wondering why that hasn't changed. It's because normally binary options work on a 15-minute or 30-minute expiry time. So that tends to only change every 15 to 30 minutes. This is just a minute. So that's why it doesn't seem to be moving at the moment. Now, once again, step 2, $5 trade, put, start, approve, and then we wait. So this is the whole point of the whole strategy and how it works. If step 2 is the $5 trade, if you do that, you make $3.50. Step 3 is the $10 trade, and if you win that, you make $2 because you make 17 in total, but you cover your $5 loss and your $10 stake, so it gives you a $2 profit. The third trade, which is step 4, a little bit more complicated. You've got to put a $5 trade and a $20 trade on, you know, almost simultaneously as quickly as you can. And the reason for that is because they don't have $25 as an option on the investment tab. Now, if you do that, you then get a $5.50 return. If it was just if you just put $20 down, you would only get $34 back, and you would have spent $35, which would have meant you lose $1. So that's why you have to do that. So it's coming up now. As you can see, it doesn't look like I'm going to win, so I want to be as quick as I can. Right, it's expired. Hit start. Okay, hit OK, approve, right, and I'm straight in there. Okay, and you can see like the current on the red tab at the end of 56, and the strike, my entry, is 57. So that means that I've caught it just on a 0.00001 like digit off. So this is a positive way of trading. You know, I'm going in the right direction. I haven't missed anything. So 30 seconds still to count down. Like I said, this video, I just want to show you the full cycle of the 5 steps, which is why I'm not going to speed this video up. I'm not going to do any sort of chopping and saying coming back in 5 minutes, coming back in 10 minutes. I want to show you the whole thing, and also just show you maybe a couple of times so that you can see it's not a fluke, that it does work, and hopefully you can start to see the pattern emerging, and you can see why it works. So as we count down to the last 10 seconds, looks like I get to show you the step 4, which is the $20 and then the $5 investment as quick as possible. So it's expiring, so I'm going to hit start, hit approve, okay, and then quickly go on to 5 and hit start again, and then I'm going to approve that. Okay, there we go. If you haven't already noticed, I haven't gone back to check the binary options tab to see if it's still going down. If you're in the middle of a trade, you continue in the direction that you were going. Okay, even if it's saying it's going to go up, you still continue, because what you're doing, you're catching that decimal base fluctuation, and this is quite key. So as I said, you get a $5.50 return on this trade. On the previous one, you get a $2 return, and on the first trade, you get a $3.50 return. On the last trade, when you have to put down $100, which, believe it or not, might sound like a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing. It doesn't come up very often, but you get a $30 return, and when that comes, it really boosts your income. Okay, so don't get frightened by it. It's a good thing. Don't panic, and hopefully, here we go. I'm going to get to show it to you now. These two are expiring, and they're both losses. So I'm going to go straight onto $100, and I'm going to hit strike as soon as I possibly can. There we go, and okay, approve that. And there you go. Okay, this one is guaranteed to win. Okay, it's absolutely 100% guaranteed to win, because what I've done is I have been trading in the same direction on a 0.5 decimal base with 5 trades, and that's the beauty of this system. It really is that simple. So really, I can just kind of smugly wait here whilst that ticks down, and I know it's going to win. I'm not worried if it stays red for the majority of the minute. I'm not worried if it stays grey for the majority of the minute. That trade will come in, and so what I'll do is after this one, as it will win 100%, I'm going to go back and I'll check the binary options tab in a moment when it finishes, then see which direction it's going in, because it may have turned now, and then we follow in that direction. So just 10 minutes to go. Like I said, look, it's been red for ages, not at all phased. I know it's going to come in. There we go. And you know, it's a little victory every time it happens as well. You never lose a buzz of this. It's absolutely brilliant. So there you go, pay out $170. I have won. Look at that, fantastic. So, just show you now the top of the screen. My profit is now 6,794, and you can see the payout was 170. What I'm going to do now is repeat step 1 and 2, which is check the trader majority, saying 53%, as you can see, and hit the 60-second tab, and just start the cycle all over again. So I'll do it one more time just so you can see it's not a fluke. So hit put, start, approve, and off you go. Now, as you would have seen a moment ago with that winning trade, we started off on 670, I think it was 6,757, and after that massive 170 payout, it brought it up to 6,794, and that was in just 10 minutes. Okay, in fact, it was actually 9 minutes. And that's $37 profit in just well, let's just say 9 minutes to 10 minutes to round it off. See, that if you had that every single trade, I mean, you know that cycle, you'd be making around about $200 an hour. Unfortunately, you tend to win on trades 2 and 3. It's just the way that the currency is so predictable. So really don't panic when you do hit 100. It's actually a good thing. But really, it's very low risk investing. And like I said, if you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Here we go, hold on. I've just got to stick a $10 trade on, hold on. Oh, was it being slow? There we go. Okay, yeah, if you just keep doing it, and doing it, you'll be really surprised at just how much the cash actually starts mounting up. As you saw in the video, you know, just 1 week over $6,500 profit. That really isn't unusual. The only downside I would possibly say to trading binary options is that it is real life trading. So the stock markets need to be open, which means you can't trade late at night and you can't trade at weekends. For the majority of people that are in full-time jobs, you know, you're either going to have to sneak in a bit of trading in the morning, in your lunch break and in the evenings. But for those of you that are working from home, this is a fantastic way to, you know, to really quickly boost your income. Okay, so this looks like it might finish. I'm just going to go back to the trade. It looks like it might finish actually on an even. It's been hovering there for a bit, which means I'll get my $10 trade. Oh no, here we go. It's gone red. Okay, right, it's going red again, it's staying red, so what I'm going to do, I've got to do the sneaky quick $20 trade and $5 trade. So hit 20, hit approve, and then I hit 5 and I hit start. Oh, well, actually just double click that. Don't ever double click it because it freezes a little bit. Okay, I've done that in haste. I'm still going to roll with it just for the sake of this video. But yeah, if you double click, there we go, got it. See, that happens. Never double click an option. But I've managed to get it on there, so I'll just close that off. The trades are further apart than I wanted them to be, both the entry point and the times that they are apart from each other. There's almost 15-second difference. If anything, that's kind of what not to do. But it's not the end of the world. I mean, the worst case scenario is if the $20 trade wins and the $5 trade doesn't, I've only lost $1, so I'll probably go back to the beginning. If the $5 trade doesn't win and the $20 trade, sorry, if the $20 trade doesn't win and the $5 trade does, I'll just go straight up to the 100 because I'll still catch that 0.5 decimal base fluctuation. So not the end of the world, but you really want to try and keep them as close together as possible. So look, the $20 option expired perfectly. Okay, that's in profit. So regardless of the outcome of the next one, I will go. I will just go back to zero. So just wait for that to expire and see what happens. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's good form. I'm happy with that. So, okay, we go back to step 1 and 2 now. So, just show the balance now. It's 6,797. So another sort of $3.50 profit in the last couple of minutes. Still saying 53% are going to go down. Brilliant, fantastic. So we're going to roll with that. So we click back on, hit put, hit start, approve, and wait for that option to expire. So by now you've seen the whole cycle. Like I said, it's the Euro USD is a very, very reliable currency to trade. Feel free to explore other ways of trading. That you can trade gold, you can trade pretty much anything that's on the stock market. But in my humble opinion, this is best suited to currency because currency, just like I said, it's got that predictability. Gold at the moment is just going through the roof, so that's a harder one to predict. But if you find another one that works for you and gives you, even if it gives you a better return, roll with it. They are constantly changing and adding to this 60-second trading platform, which is a positive thing in my opinion, because this is probably the best form and the fastest return trading form of trading that I've ever come across. So okay, this looks like it might pay out the same. If it pays out the same, you just repeat the trade. Oh, okay, no, it's going to be a negative. So quick as you can. Next, you go on to step 3, which is the $10 trade. Put that on, hit start, approve. Okay, this one looks like it will come in. There's quite a big gap between the entry point and the current point if you look on the green bar there. Yeah, so I think that's probably going to come in. I think I'm going to wrap it up after this trade. But there you have it. Okay, so that's my 60-second profit system. It's all written out below. How to sign up for your account, how you can get a demo balance with the trading platform. Okay, they don't offer them as standard. You need to actually quote the reference trade 500 in order to get your demo balance of $500. That's actually an insider code that they use that I managed to find on a forum, so it's quite handy. But yeah, follow the strategy, enjoy, make money. I'm Keith Jones, this is 60 Second Profits. Thanks for watching. All the best.
Okay, here's something interesting. In this simple demonstration, we will see how $334 were accumulated in only 1 hour. I've heard about this simple system which has only 3 short steps and decided to give it a try. I will now show you this method that I saw and used, and you too will be able to use it. So right now you might be wondering, what is this method exactly and how does it work? It's a trading system based on binary options. Binary options are very simple to understand and use because all they require is one decision to predict whether an asset would go up or down. Once you choose one of the 2 options, the trade can begin. The trade is fast. It lasts between 5 to 30 minutes, and once the time is up, your position would automatically close. If your choice was right, you will profit between 170% to 190%. So how will you know if to choose up or down? We're going to use a very simple method that is used by professional traders called graphic trends analysis. According to the system I saw, there is a higher probability that an asset will continue its direction rather than reverse it, and we can analyze its graphs and recognize its trends. There are 3 main types of trends: an uptrend, a declining trend, and a neutral trend. Now I'll do my best to demonstrate what these trends are all about. Here's an example of a binary broker account, where you can see step by step the idea of trends analysis. Obviously, you'll have to create a new account for yourself to try this method on. The concept is the same for all of the binary brokers shown at the bottom of the site. As you can see, there are $14,079.03 in this account. I first saw the system 2 months ago, and it seems best to start with $500, but you can begin with less. Now let's see how this system I'm talking about really works, In the binary platform, you have many assets to choose from. You got stocks, currencies, indices, and commodities. Once you've chosen your asset, you need to choose its direction. The direction can either be up or down. Notice the timer, as a trade lasts between 5 to 30 minutes. So now, I will perform trades according to the method of trends monitoring, and you'll be able to see the principles of the system and how they are applied. In the site on the first step, under the video, there is a link. To recognize trends, use the real-time graphics available here. Once you click on the link, a new page opens with the assets graphs. The web page can take up to 1.5 minutes to load because it contains all of the graphs that you will need. So now we will identify trends in these graphs in order to trade in the binary platform. We have here our first currency, the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. As you can clearly see, its trend line is very positive and clear, and we can see that it's going up from this point, right about here, all the way up to this point, right about here. So you can identify this as an upwards going trend line. Since we have our analysis, we go back to the platform and choose the US dollar versus the Japanese yen from our list. We choose the expiration hour, and I'm going to click 10 for now. And since it's going up, we click up and enter $100, click apply, and approve the option. Once you see the trade confirmation, you're good to go. We go back to the graphs and continue to the euro versus the Japanese yen. Now this line as well is going from this point all the way up here, which means we have another positive trend line. Once we have our analysis, we go back to the platform, we look for the euro versus the Japanese yen, there we go. We choose our expiration hour, we click up, since it's going up, enter $100. Once again, we click apply and approve the option, exit the trade confirmation, and go back to the graphs. Our third graph is the Great Britain pound versus the Japanese yen. Now this graph as well is going from this point all the way up here. It might be going down a bit here, but it doesn't mean it's a declining trend line. Since we have our analysis, we go back to the platform, choose the Great Britain pound versus the Japanese yen from the list, and there we go. We choose the expiration hour, and since it's going up, we click up, enter $100, click apply, and approve. We'll wait for the trade confirmation to show up. There we go. We exit and go back to the graphs. We continue on to the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. This as well is a beautiful upwards going trend line going from this point all the way up here. And according to the system I saw, we should treat it just like any other upwards going trend line. Since we have our analysis, we go back to the platform. We choose the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen from the list. And there we go. Since it's going up, we click up, enter $100. We apply and once again approve our option. We'll wait for the trade confirmation and exit. After that, we go back to the graphs. Now, it's needless to say that we can analyze a downwards going trend line just the same as we analyze an upwards going trend line. It makes no real difference to us, and I will now show you how. You can see here that the oil is a downwards going trend line. You can see that it's going from this point up here, but then it goes all the way down here. So it's a downwards going trend line, and it's pretty obvious. So since we have our analysis, we go back to the platform. We choose the oil from the list in the commodities section. There we go. Choose our expiration hour. Since it's going down this time, we're going to click down, enter the same amount, $100, apply, and approve. Like I said, no real difference, just like the upwards going trend line. Now we go back to the graphs, and right here we have the silver commodity, which is also a downwards going trend line, starting from this point, going all the way down here. Since we have our analysis, we go back to the platform, choose the silver commodity from the list. Since it's going down, we click down, enter $100, apply our option, and approve. We exit the trade confirmation and go back to the graphs. Our next graph is the euro versus the Swiss franc. Now what you see before you is the neutral trend line. We have no idea what this is. It's neither going up or down. It is very unclear and very unsafe. Instead, we'll move on and continue analyzing other graphs. An example of a good graph is the Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen you see to the right. It's beautiful, upwards going from this point all the way up here. It's an upwards going trend line. Since we have our analysis, we go back to the platform and search for the Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen in our list. And it appears that we don't have the Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen currency in this platform. So now would be a good time to remind you that it's important to have an account at 2 or 3 binary brokers. So if a certain asset is missing from one, you'll have it in the other. That way, you'll maximize your experience by trading simultaneously on several brokers. So since we don't have the currency, we're going to keep on going and go back to the graphs. By now we have opened 6 positions, and I'm going to open one more position, which would be a stock. I will now show you how to choose a stock and identify its graph. We have here the stock section of the site, and we can see the Apple stock displayed. As you can see, the Apple stock doesn't have a very good trend line, so I'm going to stay away from this one and search for a stock with a better trend line in the search bar. I have already done this and found one. You will need to do the same. In the meanwhile, let's enter the Vodafone stock. You can see that it suggests the stock already. Once you click the suggestion, you'll be able to see the stock's trend line. The Vodafone stock has a beautiful downwards going trend line. You can see it starting from this point, going up a bit and then all the way down here. It's a downwards going trend line. Once we have our analysis, we go back to the platform. We choose the Vodafone stock from the stock section. There we go. We choose our expiration hour, 10 o'clock. And since it's going down, we're going to click down, enter $100, click apply, and approve. Just like the other commodities and currencies, the stocks are the same. So by now, we have opened in total 7 positions, following the significant trends shown by the graphs. Right here in the table, we can see all of our open positions. We can also see when they are going to expire. Our expiration hour is 10 o'clock. I will now have to speed up the time of the video. We won't have to wait all that time. So I will now scroll up for you to see the clock running. I will speed it up until 3 seconds before the positions expire. Once they expire, we will see how much we have won and how much we've lost. So after speeding up the time of the video, our options are going to expire in about 3 seconds, and I will start scrolling down so you can see the results. By now, all of our positions have expired and can be viewed in the expired positions section of the table, as you can see before you. In total, we won 6 positions out of the available 7 and lost only 1, which is the Great Britain pound versus the Japanese yen currency. It is very important to remind you that it is perfectly normal to lose on some positions, and no trader in the world can only gain. The purpose of this method is to win with the majority of the positions. So from these 6 wins, I have earned in total $334 in less than an hour.